Guaranteed universal life insurance. What is it? How does it work? Who really benefits from this type of life insurance policy? What are the steps you have to take to get it if you're interested? And in what circumstances do we recommend this type of policy? Michael and I are going to go through all these questions today, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of how it works and whether or not it could be a good option for you and possibly for your family. I'm Shannon Dow. I have my partner, Michael Gerali, on as well. We're with Healthcare Genius, and we are here to help. So for our first question about guaranteed universal life insurance, what is it? Michael, do you want to kick us off?
Sure, thanks Shannon. So guaranteed universal life works similarly to whole life insurance, with the idea that you pay a premium and you'll get a certain death benefit based on that premium, and it's guaranteed for sometimes for life, but you can dial that back. So we see people who might say, I want to guarantee it out to age 90. That will impact the premium a little bit, would be a little bit lower than would be if it was guaranteed out to 120. We see this product as a way for somebody to buy life insurance, know that it's going to be there, and traditionally it's, from a premium standpoint, it's a little bit less than whole life insurance from a premium, but the cash value doesn't always grow as great as it does in a whole life policy.
Okay, and next question is, how does it work? How does this type of policy work, and how does it work in relation to your basic universal life policy?
Yeah, great question, Shannon. So when you look at traditional universal life, they don't normally have guarantees. So it's kind of dependent on what the interest rate is going to be paid by the insurance company. With this type of a product, it is guaranteed. So now if the interest rates are higher, then you may see a little more cash in these types of policies, but they're really designed to make sure that you'll have that death benefit. One thing to remember though, you have to always pay the premium when you first start off and you get an illustration. Whatever that premium is, to keep everything the same, you're going to have to continue to make that premium. It's very similar to whole life in that way. But there is flexibility that if you had a year that you needed to miss a premium, you can, but again, it's going to impact how long that guarantee period might be. The other part of these policies is that they do have return of premium. So it gives you the ability somewhere down the road, normally it's 20 years, but it allows you to actually, if you wanted to surrender the policy, if you didn't need it anymore, you can get all of the premiums that you had paid back into the policy.
Okay, so in terms of the types of people that utilize these policies, what would kind of be the ideal candidate, and what would they be looking for that type of person that would buy a guaranteed universal life policy?
Yeah, so it's normally going to be someone who, again, wants to have permanent death benefit protection, but also wants to have a lower premium than what whole life is. So they're not as interested in the cash value, but they want to make sure that that death benefit is going to be there. So that's one candidate. Another candidate is somebody who likes the return of premium feature. Businesses will look at these policies so that they have the coverage maybe on an executive or a key person for a period of time, and then when that person leaves or retires, the business can actually get those dollars back in the return of premium side of things.
Yeah, with this type of product, one thing that we really like is, really in any type of insurance product, is a guarantee, knowing that there's going to be money that will be there for you no matter what the interest rate is, no matter how the policy performs. So if you do decide that this is a policy you're interested in, what type of steps would somebody need to take to get one?
Yeah, Shannon, one thing to remember with all insurance is that the insurance companies in most cases require you to go through what we call underwriting. And basically what they do is they look at your demographic information, they look at your health history. Sometimes they require an exam, sometimes they don't, depends on the amount of coverage for a lot of people. And then they do a lot of things behind the scenes, including looking at prescription usage to make a determination of will they accept you, and in most cases they will, and then what kind of a rating. And the rating matters because the better rating you get, so it could be standard, preferred, preferred plus, those are three big categories. The preferred plus is going to be the least amount of premium. So your health conditions do make a difference and can lower the premiums on these types of policies.
So the last thing that we want to talk about is when we really recommend this type of policy. In our videos, we talk about a number of different types of life insurance. There are a lot of different types out there. But Michael, when is this really the best option? When do you think it makes most sense to buy?
Well, people in their 30s and 40s, we think these are good policies. Well, really, there's not an age that it isn't, but certainly those are good ages to be looking at these kinds of policies because you're younger, so therefore your premiums most likely are going to be a lot less. The longer you wait, the older you are, you have two things come into play. Number one, the costs go up, but two, your insurability is always at risk. We have a lot of, we mentioned this in other videos, a lot of national pundits out there who seem to be under the impression that you can get insurance no matter what, and that's not always the case. So the younger you have it, less expensive it's going to be, and hopefully you'll qualify at those ages. But really all ages it works if you have a need for the insurance side of it. But we also like it with this return of premium feature that we mentioned, where people can purchase that maybe in their 40s, and then at age 65 they'll have a choice of whether they need the death benefit still, or they can actually get those premiums back that they had paid in. And then we, in a lot of our strategies, will use those premium return to fund healthcare costs because you're getting them back on a tax-free basis because you pay tax on the premiums that you paid into them over the years. So that's a great way for individuals. We also see businesses use this a lot to buy policies for their employees, and then when the employees retire, they have that choice between keeping the death benefit and or taking the return of premium.
Right, and in a lot of our videos, we do talk about healthcare costs in retirement, how it's a guarantee that they're going to be there, they're going to be more than you think, and so having a plan and being able to use life insurance and to receive money that's tax-free at that time to pay for those costs that are going to be there is a great option to have. So one of the reasons that we do like this type of policy.
One other area that we talk a lot about is living benefits. So a number of these types of policies do have living benefits available, meaning that should you have some sort of a serious health risk, traditionally it's cancer, heart attack, or stroke, you may be able to access part of the death benefit to use to pay for different expenses that you might have, or even supplement your income in these situations. So that's a key factor that some of these policies have as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you do have an insurance policy right now and it doesn't have living benefits, make sure you look into that because it's a wonderful feature that we think everybody should have on really any type of life insurance policy. All right, well, thanks for watching today. Again, we're Shannon and Michael with Healthcare Genius. If you have any questions at all, feel free to let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and if you do, you'll be notified whenever we come out with new videos, which is every Tuesday and Thursday. So thanks again for watching, and let us know if you need our help. We are here to help.